Hi again, everybody, and welcome to more exciting action this week on the World Wrestling Federation. This is yours truly, Jack Reynolds, at ringside, along with Angelo Mosca.
Some more exciting action by the WWF. Can't wait for it to get started, Jack.
Some great action coming this week on the World Wrestling Federation. We'll see the combination of Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo.
Exciting, young, and stamina and speed.
Blackjack Mulligan, your buddy.
Veteran of foreign wars.
Nikolai Volkov from the USSR.
Lots of power.
We'll also see Greg Hart, the Canadian star.
Up-and-coming star.
Junkyard Dog in action.
Exciting.
And Ken Patera, the strongman.
Most powerful man in the world.
All right now we're going to go up to the ring for the introductions to our first bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, a tag team event, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, weighing 240 pounds, Terry Gibbs. His partner from Toronto, Ontario, weighing 240 pounds, Bobby Bass. Their opponents now about to enter the ring area. First, from Sweetwater, Texas, weighing 245 pounds, Barry Windham. And his partner from Syracuse, New York, weighing 245 pounds, Mike Rotundo.
On the World Wrestling Federation. This is yours truly, Jack Reynolds at ringside, along with Angelo Mosca. We got the combination of Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo in action. Terry Gibbs and Bobby Bass will be their opponents. There's the bell, the match officially underway.
You know, Terry Gibbs and Bass are a very, very good combination. And Mike Rotundo and Barry Windham are in for a real tough night.
Beautiful hip toss in there by Barry Windham. Body slam.
I said that these two young fellas create a lot of action, Rotundo and Windham, and there it is.
Elbow smash in there by Barry Windham. Bass right now reeling as he goes over to the corner in a tag. And his tag team partner, Terry Gibbs, in there.
That Bass is a veteran. He knows what it's all about. You notice he was a little weak and he made that tag, and that's exactly what you got to do in a tag match. That's what you got a partner on the outside for. All right, this could be it, Jack.
Terry Gibbs breaking the press, kicking out. There's a tag, and here comes Mike Rotundo.
He comes in with a lot of credentials. A man from Syracuse University, the heavyweight NCAA champion, and what a combination him and Barry Windham are going to make for the future.
Right now, a little double teaming going on. The combination of Bass and Gibbs working on Mike Rotundo.
That's the wrong corner to be in.
Bass in there now.
Oh!
Beautiful elbow smash in there by Mike Rotundo.
There's a pin. Whoa, not quite enough.
Your referee for this bout is Terry Yorkston. Headlock being applied right now by Rotundo.
Rotundo want to get out of that corner. He's in the wrong spot, the wrong time.
Gibbs raking the eyes of Rotundo. There's a tag by Bass. Here comes Gibbs. Side headlock being applied by Rotundo.
Oh. Well, that's a good way to tear out a knee joint.
Terry Gibbs right now. Oh, try for an elbow smash and a miss. There's the tag, and here comes Barry Windham. Windham in there right now with a whip.
Oh, look at that beautiful backdrop. That Windham has been in the wrestling profession for a short time, but has he ever become a veteran?
Windham going for the press, and Bobby Bass getting in there to break it. Oh, try for an elbow smash and a miss. There's a tag. Gibbs and Bass working on Windham right now.
Gibbs was smart. He anticipated that elbow, and Windham was already in the air when that, and he had nowhere to go but down.
Bass going up on top of the ring ropes. Flash and nothing doing.
Right on his knot.
Oh, he felt that one. There's a tag. Mike Rotundo now coming in. Look at that.
Look at that beautiful double drop kick. That's what you call a combination of tag team wrestling.
Perfect timing in there. Takeover by Rotundo on a 2 count.
The best thing Bass could do is try to get out of that hole and tag his partner. Get a fresh man in there. Oh.
Beautiful flying drop kick in there.
What a vertical leap both these young fellas have.
Little bulldogging going on. There it is.
This could be it, Jack. It's all over.
Referee Terry Yorkston with a 3 count. Boy, what a combination. Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo. We had a little bulldogging going on there.
Did you notice that he bulldogged into Bass's partner's corner, but Mike Rotundo was smart enough to ward off Terry Gibbs so that Windham could get the pin.
All right, let's pick up the action once again on our replay. Here's the tag right now. First of all, into the turnbuckle. There's a tag. Here comes Barry Windham.
See, this could have been a mistake, but Mike Rotundo was smart enough to see that Barry Windham was going for the wrong corner instead of the neutral corner and water off Terry Gibbs. Here it comes right here. Terry Gibbs sees him and reacts to Mike Rotundo.
We'll be back with more exciting action this week on the World Wrestling Federation. But first, this important update.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Morgan's Corner, Arkansas, weighing 285 pounds, Ted Grizzly. His opponent, from the Lone Star State of Texas, weighing 310 pounds, Blackjack Mulligan.
There's a living legend in his own time, Blackjack Mulligan.
A living legend and a good friend of mine. But my good friend might have his handful with Grizzly here. Grizzly, 285 pounds. And he has quite a background himself, not only working on the farm, but also as a wrestler. Oh, that Blackjack Mulligan just gave him a beautiful arm drag. Show me some wrestling skills.
The action continues this week on the World Wrestling Federation.
Blackjack came well prepared because he knows Grizzly's background.
Hard right hand to the throat area of Ted Grizzly by Blackjack Mulligan. Oh, referee.
Oh, look at that size 16.
Referee Roger Francoeur just getting out of the way as Grizzly went flying into the ring ropes. Into the turnbuckle that time.
I think Grizzly wanted to establish a reputation, and I think Blackjack Mulligan establishing his own reputation to show him who's bossing here. Grizzly's a little weary, isn't he?
He's a worthy opponent, though. He's been around quite some time.
Has he ever? You know, Blackjack Mulligan has a good background and also wrestling. Also played for the New York Jets. So he's a veteran. Look, he's got great wrestling skills also, Jack.
Mulligan applying the pressure in this match.
You know, Jack, for two big men, you notice the speed and the stamina that they're moving in that ring?
Plenty of weight in that ring right now. Plenty of ring savvy as well with the
a lot of experience
with Mulligan and Grizzly.
Grizzly knows every nook and corner.
Blackjack Mulligan still pounding away on Ted Grizzly. Grizzly.
Blackjack Mulligan's using that theory of a football player. Establish the precedence now, and I'm going to show you who's boss in this ring. And that's exactly what he's doing now.
Looked like a right hand to the throat area of Ted Grizzly by Blackjack Mulligan.
It's going to take a little more than that for Blackjack Mulligan to get a victory over this big man, because this big man came well prepared. Up, see?
Goes Grizzly.
Listen to that.
Grizzly pounding away right now.
Those punches that knock out any ordinary man.
Breaking the eyes right now. Blackjack Mulligan.
He he didn't tend to his opponent enough. He's got that dander of Mulligan's up in the air now.
Mulligan with a big boot to the midsection.
Oh!
He caught him coming off the ring ropes with a tremendous elbow smash, and there's a 3 count. And that's all she wrote. Oh, he calls it Texas style.
I will say so. That's a Texas brawl. He is boss.
Right now, let's get the official decision.
The winner of the match, Blackjack Mulligan.
Very impressed with Mulligan this week on the World Wrestling Federation. Let's pick up the action once again as Blackjack Mulligan whips Grizzly into the elbow.
Oh! I don't know how many teeth he might have lost in that one.
You know, you're talking about a gentleman that weighs well over 300 pounds. He stands 6 feet 8.5 inches tall, and with a tremendous elbow smash like that, Angelo, there are very, very few men, not only in the world of professional wrestling, but in any sport, that could take that particular
blow. When you take about 3 steps of 300 pounds, that's 900 pounds of force hitting a movable object. Anything can happen.
There's your winner, Blackjack Mulligan. This is Jack Reynolds along with Angelo Mosca. We'll be back with more exciting action this week on the World Wrestling Federation. But first, this interview. Stand by, wrestling fans.
Billy Red Lions here, wanting to remind all our fans in Vancouver and surrounding areas that Maple Leaf Wrestling and the Stars of the World Wrestling Federation return to the Pacific Coliseum on Saturday, January the 26th. Don't forget now, that's Saturday, January the 26th, starting time 8 p.m. And what a card they are lining up for you. The main event alone, that's the main event to end them all. The one that the whole wrestling world is buzzing about. Andre the French Giant, along with Blackjack Mulligan, take on Big John Studd and the strongest man in wrestling today, Ken Patera. And with me here this time, Ken Patera and Big John Studd. And gentlemen, you've certainly got your work cut out for you.
You're probably wondering where Bobby the Brain Heenan is right now. He's out getting us more money. That's exactly what he's doing. He's not nervous. Andre is nervous. If he wasn't nervous, he wouldn't have gone out and tried to find Blackjack Mulligan. He wouldn't have called him from the hospital and said, "Hey, Mulligan, I'm suffering from a state of shock. I'm in bad shape. I had a haircut that I didn't want." And you know what, Mulligan?
Ooh, baby.
I lost all my power. I lost my strength. I'm not a giant anymore. I need help. Mulligan, can you help me? And what's Mulligan do? Like a fool, like a fool that he is? He said, "Sure." And Mulligan, when you step across into the ring, you just look at this bag of hair that belongs to Andre.
They say that we have our work cut out.
Hey, we've already done some cutting, baby. There it is. A whole bag full. And Blackjack Mulligan, if you're not careful, you might get your hair trimmed a little bit too. And then you're going to have to hightail it south all the way back to Texas where you belong. Because you don't belong in the same arena with this man and myself. Because you picked yourself to be with the loser. Big Andre the Giant is no longer the Giant. He's only half the man that he once was. He is now a midget. And you, Blackjack Mulligan, you're going to be a midget.
Remember, that's Saturday, January the 26th at the Pacific Coliseum.
I don't think that's going to be fair. That's not going to be fair, beating up on two midgets.
Ladies and gentlemen, this event, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Burlington, Ontario, weighing 235 pounds, Bob Marcus. His opponent, now about to enter the ring area, led by his manager, Classy Freddie Blassie, from Russia, weighing 313 pounds, Nikolai Volkov. Nikolai Volkov would like you all to stand and pay respect while he sings the Russian national anthem.
Sowiecki Союз, отечество наше свободное, дружный народ, дружный опор, земля советская, земля народная, паста победный, победа ведет.
From the USSR, Nikolai Volkov, along with his manager, the classy Mr. Blassie.
One thing about the free enterprise system, we respect anybody and anywhere for what their national anthem stands for, so that's his prerogative.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome right back to more exciting action this week on the World Wrestling Federation. Jack Reynolds at ringside, along with Angelo Mosca. And as I mentioned, the big man, boy, big he is, from the USSR, Nikolai Volkov against Bob Marcus. The bell and the match underway.
Freddie Blassie's instructed him very well. Bob Marcus has got a good reputation, but I don't know about tonight how good his reputation is going to stand up as a wrestler.
Volkov going to work immediately on his younger opponent. Look at the test of strength right there. The classy Mr. Blassie.
Very strong, right?
Very strong. You got a heck of a man there.
He's the greatest wrestler in the world today. Tell his announcer Jack the same thing.
We can observe it.
Volkov pounding away on Bob Marcus under the instructions of Freddie Blassie.
Kick his teeth out.
The referee for this bout is John Bonello. Marcus now fighting back. Oh, the crowd coming alive. Volkov with a knee to the midsection, catching Marcus. Look at that, on top of the head. There's Blassie.
Freddie Blassie got a little worried for a moment, but his man is in all command. Oh, look at this power.
Test of strength being applied right there by Volkov. Johnny Vanilla with a 3 count as he brought Marcus down for the press. Nikolai Volkov. Boy, he didn't waste any time with Bob Marcus.
Well, he's got a good instructor in classy Freddie Blassie, and he's had many formidable men that he has managed before.
The winner of the match, Nikolai Volkov.
Nikolai Volkov, along with his manager, Freddie Blassie. Once again, on our replay, look at the tremendous test of strength by Volkov.
Oh, it's a wonder Marcus can get up and walk after that.
John Bonello with a 3 count. And victorious is the big man from the USSR, Nikolai Volkov. We'll be back with more exciting action.
I'd like to remind all our fans in Vancouver and surrounding areas that Maple Leaf Wrestling and the Stars of the World Wrestling Federation will kick off the 85 season at the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver on Saturday, January the 26th. So remember, circle that date on your calendar. That's Saturday, January the 26th. And what a tremendous card they are lining up for you. Already signed on this card has George Wells, Calgary's own Bret Hart will be there. Tony Atlas, Mr. USA, will go up against the most successful masked man in wrestling today, the Masked Spoiler. And topping it off, the big tag match that the whole wrestling world is talking about, Andre the French Giant along with Blackjack Mulligan take on Big John Studd and Ken Patera. And now let me bring in the man who's going up against Tony Atlas, the Spoiler. And Mr. Spoiler, if I may call you that, you certainly have your work cut out for you for Saturday, January the 26th.
Yes, I do. You know, I have a lot of confidence in Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Because I believe down through history, if there's ever been a man that can take the mask off and reveal the true identity of the Spoiler, I would say it would probably be Mr. USA, Tony Atlas. Because in order to reach that height as a professional bodybuilder, as Mr. Atlas has, he had to have some kind of knowledge. Now, he doesn't look very bright, but of course you can't tell a book by its cover. You know, you can talk about black power, and I believe in all the power in the world, but the only power that you have to worry about is the bionic claw getting on your head and squeezing your brains out. If that's where your brains are, maybe I should put it on another part of your body. 19 different parts of the body, Mr. Tony Atlas. I can defeat you, but the thing is, you have to come and defeat me, and you may just get lucky.
That's Saturday, January the 26th,
Squeeze!
at the Pacific
You better
Coliseum.
squeeze this guy like a watermelon, a ripe watermelon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. It's 350 pounds, Richard Cummings. His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, weighing 240 pounds, Bret Hart.
Right back with more exciting action. This week on the World Wrestling Federation, the Canadian star Bret Hart, one of the fast-rising stars in the world of professional wrestling, against the big man Richard Cummings.
I was just about to say that it's going to be a real test of this upcoming star, because this Richard Cummings is one huge man. But he comes from a good background, Jack. His dad was a great wrestler, and he taught his boys well, too.
Well, I have seen Bret Hart in the ring many, many times, and I'll tell you, each time he's more impressive. Hart right now working on that left arm of Richard Cummings, a giant of a man, pounding away.
He's got that giant of a man right where he wants him, in that horizontal position, and you can't become victorious from that position.
Hart applying pressure with that left wrist of Cummings. Tremendous pressure being applied. Hammerlock.
He could put that shoulder right out of joint. Cummings was smart enough to go right to those ropes, Jack.
Your referee for this bout is Terry Yorkston, and Yorkston asking Hart for the break. Oh, a big man in there, I'll tell you.
So far, it's been all Hart.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe this Cummings is probably playing possum.
Hart applying the pressure right now. Side headlock on Cummings, coming off. You know, you were talking about close to 400 pounds right here.
Oh,
all right.
See, that's what you call a science move. He couldn't knock him down. He got, look at this.
Oh. Can you believe that?
Hard.
Cummings weighing close to 400 pounds.
What a powerful young fellow this Hart is.
Top of the head. Another.
What an impressive move that was, Jack.
Terry Yorkston right now. Our camera's right on top of all the action.
I can see how he picked him up. Look at that physique on him.
Takedown by Hart. Elbow smash. Caught him that time. Side of the jaw, throat area. Hart maneuvering right now.
Oh, could be lights out. As Don Meredith said, turn out the lights, the party's over. That's my favorite hold, Jack.
Hart applying the sleeper right now. Yorkston on top of the situation, calling for Hart to break. There's the bell. He's calling for the bell. And Cummings is out.
Is he ever? That's a hold that should be only used by professional wrestlers or under guidance, because it can be very dangerous, Jack.
All right, let's go up to the ring right now and get the official decision.
The winner of the match, Bret Hart.
Angelo, you're a master of the sleeper hold. Hart has a good one. He possesses
there it is, right
tremendous sleeper hold, and there it is being applied right now.
Right, you cut that blood supply off going right to the head, Jack, and there's no way, and you just pass right out. Look at that. He's breathing. He's having a heck of a time breathing. Like I said, make sure that this hold is used under the jurisdiction of a professional wrestler that knows what he's doing, because this could be very, very dangerous.
It's got to be a dangerous hold in there, and like you've said, Angelo, in the past, unless you know what you're doing, it's not the type of hold
That's right.
to fool with, especially on your opponent. All right, wrestling fans, stand by right now for more exciting action as we join Blackjack Mulligan and a Mulligan's Pit this week on the World Wrestling Federation.
I believe these big city blues.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Blackjack's Barbecue. I understand that Piper has weaseled his way back into the pit, so Rodney Piper we haven't got rid of exactly yet. But today, ladies and gentlemen, on Blackjack's Barbecue, we do have luscious Johnny Valiant, the manager of Brutus Beefcake. Now listen, Johnny, let me ask you something. Do you really believe, I have lots of cards and letters coming in all the time, do you really believe that this man is going to take Hulk Hogan's title away from him? I not only believe it, shut up! I not only believe it, I want to go down on the record as not only believing it, but I make a prediction of 1985, the new heavyweight champion, the WWF, will be Brutus Beefcake, and I will be proud. You don't really believe that. Come on now. What do you got here? What is this, some kind of a joke? What do you got in there? You want to chew? A chew? How about beef you want to show? Get out of there. I would never let my man handle that kind of stuff. Listen now, what the filthy habit, you know it. Well, that to some of the people. I want to go on the record to say that Brutus Beefcake is not only challenging Hulk Hogan, he will defeat Hulk Hogan if and when Hulk Hogan has enough guts to meet my man right here. And I don't want to hear you. Just a minute. Luscious, let me tell you something. Hulk Hogan has defeated every contender that has ever come against him. What is so special about Brutus Beefcake? Putting that stuff in my face. You know something? There's actually 2 or 3 different ways. There's 2 or 3 different ways to spit. You can spit through your teeth, or possibly you can spit to your side. Oh, there's actually the West Texas spit. Oh, there's somebody like that. Wait a minute. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we love you so very, very much. Don't you ever do that. That's the lowest form of it. We'll see you next week. God bless you, everybody. Mulligan's Barbecue.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Italy, weighing 245 pounds, Nick DiCarlo. Now first, I'd like to introduce the manager. From Beverly Hills, California, Bobby the Brain Heenan. Now introducing from Portland, Oregon, weighing 272 pounds, the former Olympic medal winner, Ken Patera.
The combination of Ken Patera and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
What a destructive combination that can be, power and brains together. Not that Patera doesn't have any brains, Jack.
Ken Patera, former gold medal winner in the Olympics. He also is making some vibrations as being the uncrowned World Wrestling Federation champion.
Well, he's a champion in his own right, and he can walk and talk about it any way he feels.
His opponent this week is Nick DiCarlo, the Italian star. Your referee is Roger Francoeur.
You know, Nick DiCarlo's proud of his heritage, and he's also proud to be a professional wrestler. Ken Patera is going to be in for his hands full tonight.
Patera right now starting things off verbally with the tremendous throng in attendance this week, and also starts pounding away on DiCarlo.
That old cliche, you snooze, you lose. And Nick DiCarlo just turned his head for 1 second. Patera just went after him like an animal.
Patera not only possesses great strength, but also some great ring savvy. There's Bobby the Brain Heenan, so far enjoying the festivities.
I don't think he's enjoying these festivities right now.
Side headlock being applied, but Patera breaking the headlock. DiCarlo with a hard right hand.
I told you he was proud, Jack.
Carlo catching Patera
Look at
on the
this.
left side of the temple area.
This is like a quarterback looking for instructions what to do on the next play. Bobby the Brain Heenan just give it to him.
You know, it's a pleasure for you gentlemen to sit here and all these other humanoids and watch a supreme athlete in action of Ken Patera stature.
Things are visual.
Pardon?
Yes, things are visual.
Patera catching DiCarlo. Oh, and a miss. Coming off the ring ropes. Look at that. Oh, he caught him good.
Did you see that vertical leap by Patera?
Tremendous.
Those athletic skills.
Patera
There's that powerful bear. Full Nelson. Those vertebrae, you can just hear him cracking now, Jack. Look at that. Look at that agony.
That's the submission hold by Ken Patera. And already Bobby the Brain Heenan in the ring. He's in the ring already.
I have never seen Ken Patera so aggressive. And I've been watching him for a number of years. Like you said, he is the uncrowned champion.
The winner of the match, Ken Patera.
Victorious in his match against Nick DiCarlo. Ken Patera along with his manager, Bobby the Brain Heenan. All right, picking up the action again.
Look at that.
Tremendous leap in there. Catching DiCarlo coming off the ring ropes right there with one of those tremendous
What
arms.
a dangerous combination that's going to be.
Look
Bobby
at him
the Brain
stalking his
Heenan
opponent right
and the
now.
power of Patera. And look at this power right here.
There's the full Nelson. Ken Patera. Right now, we are going to go to the white sandy beaches of Waikiki and an interview with the magnificent Morocco.
And now from the beauty spot of the world, the magnificent Morocco and Mr. Fuji.
Itihara, American. Morocco-san. Uncle Mr. Kapu, lot of land in Hawaii, eh?
The land of sunshine, the land of promise. And who reigns over the sun? Who is the keeper of the sun? Nobody else but the Prince of Darkness. Right here, my island, my turf, my grounds.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match, one fall with a 10-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Hollywood, California, weighing 235 pounds, Goldie Rogers. His opponent, now about to enter the ring area, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 260 pounds, the Junkyard Dog.
No, Jack, that's not Michael Jackson. That's JYD.
And the fans love it. The Junkyard Dog. There goes Goldie Rogers. Right now, he wants no part of Junkyard Dog.
All right. Little moonwalk, Jack.
Oh, the crowd loves it. Another one bite the dust. That's his theme.
He got it on that back. It says the bump. But when he bumps them, they stay bumped.
All right, referee John Bonello right now trying to get this match officially underway. There's the bell, and here comes Goldie Rogers, who was standing outside the ring while the Junkyard Dog was making his tremendous entrance.
What an exciting entrance, huh, Jack? Just gets your blood moving. You can feel the goosebumps.
Rogers and Junkyard Dog going at it right now. JYD pushing his man down to the mat.
JYD's a good athlete. He also played with the Green Bay Packers. So he comes in with a lot of credentials. Goldie Rogers, I don't know that much about. But he wouldn't be entering the ring if he didn't have some credentials.
Referee Terry Yorkston asking for a break. And the JYD Junkyard Dog going after Goldie Rogers.
See that headbutt?
Rogers wants no part of Junkyard Dog. He's out of the ring right now.
He's saying, get out of my yard. There's only one king dog here, and that's JYD, Junkyard Dog.
Goldie Rogers hollering to referee John Bonello, get him away, get him away.
And Rogers a little disorientated.
He caught him good. Caught him with a right hand. 2. Kick out.
You know, Junkyard Dog possesses a lot of power also. He's entertaining, but he also knows how to wrestle. And you get the combination of both. It can be a disastrous combination.
Tremendous pressure being applied right now by the Junkyard Dog on Goldie Rogers.
You know the Junkyard Dog presses over 500 pounds.
Referee John Bonello asking for the break. Junkyard Dog right now talking to Goldie Rogers, telling him, come on, get up.
He's trying to be a decent man. He's going to beat an opponent. He wants to beat him the right way, fair and square.
A little headbutt in there by the Junkyard Dog. He likes to talk to his opponents, likes to taunt his opponent.
Does he ever? He better not taunt him too long, Jack, because that opponent has credentials, and he might just come out of that woodworking. Uh-oh. Oh,
Slam.
That'll rearrange all your vertebrae.
Still talking. Now he's talking to the...
He's a happy-go-lucky guy. Oh, he just put him right back into place. All those vertebrae that he disarranged.
There's the press.
Oh, is he tough then?
Goldie Rogers kicking out.
Oh, there's that hillbilly. Jack, we know what went on in the past. What's going to be in the future for that hillbilly? I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see.
There's the 3 count. The Junkyard Dog. Goldie Rogers trying desperately to fight off the Junkyard Dog, but nothing doing. Let's get the official decision right now.
The winner of the match, the Junkyard Dog.
one bites the dust.
Does it ever?
Junkyard Dog helping Goldie Rogers out of the ring right now.
He's king of his own
Doing
yard.
his dance. Now, you know what he's going to do. Huh? He's going to do a little dancing.
I hope so.
He is going to look.
Yeah.
He's going to look for somebody to dance
right.
there. Oh, the fans love it.
It's great to be happy-go-lucky like that and know your capabilities as a professional wrestler. When you get that combination together, he's going to be tough to beat.
There he goes, wrestling fans. The Junkyard Dog, victorious in his match against Goldie Rogers. Right now, let's pick up the action once again.
Oh, look at this, a football tackle.
Tremendous shoulder smash in there by the Junkyard Dog. Johnny Bonello with the 3 count, and that's all she wrote. We'll be back with more exciting action. But first, this interview.
Billy Red wanting to remind all our fans in the Vancouver area once again that Maple Leaf Wrestling, the Stars of the World Wrestling Federation, kick off the 85 season with that big card we've all been talking about at the Pacific Coliseum. That's Saturday, January the 26th, so don't forget that. Circle that on your calendar, January the 26th. It's a Saturday, and what a tremendous card you'll be seeing. Already signed for this spectacular card, for example, George Wells, Bret Hart, Tony Atlas, Mr. USA, will take on the mass spoiler who claims to be the most successful mass wrestler in wrestling today. And topping it off, the big tag match that we're all talking about, and believe me, it will be a war. It won't be a match. Andre, the French Giant, along with a big man from Texas, Blackjack Mulligan, take on Big John Studd and the strongest man in wrestling today, Ken Patera. Now, let me bring in the big man from Texas, Blackjack Mulligan. And Jack, I know you're ready, and I know you've got the Giant ready.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, Billy Red, we've been involved in a lot of emotional matches. I know there's a guy out there in Vancouver by the name of Don Leo Jonathan who's been involved in some stuff. And Don Leo, if you're watching, I know you'd love to be in this one too right now because he's a big guy and he'd love to be in there. But for the first time in the history, I've never wrestled in Vancouver, but for the first time in history, myself and Andre the Giant are in the ring as partners. Now, we've been opposed to each other. We've had our differences. The big guy gave me a call. I've had him down at Eagle Pass. I'll tell you a little bit about that later. But what I'd really like to expound upon at this time is that you've got a man like Patera, one of the greatest, if not the strongest men in the Americas, North American continent, if not the world, under the control of an imbecile. The Weasel Bobby Heenan. For some reason, I understand he took a 3-week mind control course somewhere back in 1972 and learned how to manipulate people. And I'm going to tell you something, Heenan, is you better hope that these two guys don't find you after that match, because I'm sure that he's on his way to Rio de Janeiro or to Brazil somewhere and already collected his loot after talking these guys into this. Because Studd and Patera, I had him down at Eagle Pass for about 3 days, and I took him on up to Juarez for about 4 days. So I tried a couple of routines. He said, Mulligan, I want you to make me real mad. So I called old Mooch Bates down there, and I said, Mooch, line me up about 5 of the roughest, toughest characters that you can find, and let's see how the Giant fares with them. Well, it didn't last but about 20 minutes, and everything was taken care of, and Andre still wasn't mad and mean enough. So I started running him a little bit, and he got a little bit meaner. Then I said, well, let's try some buttermilk and some health plans. So after about 4 quarts of buttermilk and bad breath, I said, I can't handle any more of this. So I said, Andre, let's just wander over here to the Rock Inn a little bit and imbibe a little bit on a little nutritional refreshment. About that time, I come up beside his head with a Jack Daniels bottle, and the fight was on. And I'm going to tell you something. After about 3 days with Andre the Giant drinking that Jack Daniels and them red eyes of his and that woolly, not so woolly head anymore, but I might add, Bobby Heenan, Vancouver had better get ready for something they've never seen before. Get the mama, get the kids, get the pickup trucks, get a front row seat. Patera and Studd, you had better find a new occupation and a new job, Billy Red. nothing else to do.
Oh, the action hot and heavy this week on the World Wrestling Federation.
When you say the words WWF Worldwide Federation, the action is always hot and heavy.
Angelo, next week we've got another tremendous card on tap for the World Wrestling Federation.
You know,
the spoiler will be in action.
Ooh, lots of excitement.
Brutus Beefcake.
Up and coming and new.
Dr. D, David Schultz.
Dr. D, Death.
The combination of Barry Windham and Mike Rotundo.
To be reckoned with.
Good combination. Yeah. Also, the former Intercontinental Wrestling Heavyweight Champion Tito Santana. And on our program next week, in our feature bout, Angelo, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion, the one and only Hulk Hogan.
Oh, excitement galore.
Wrestling fans, this is Jack Reynolds at ringside along with Angelo Mosca. Be sure and join us again next week.
Tomorrow, Dick Clark, Jermaine Jackson, Patty Smythe, and John Waite ring in the new year on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve at 11:30. Then at 1, it's 5 solid hours of the year's top videos on the Video Zone. Stay tuned now for Don Cherry's Grapevine, next on VU 13.